Okay, everyone, since that last game, how do I put this? Okay, everyone, since that last game was a lot shorter than I expected, I figured I'd go ahead and load up the next game that I had for the evening, Duck Detective and the Secret Salami. You might remember during the Steam Next Fest, I played another game by this, or what was it called? It was like The Haunted Glamping or some shit like that. I forget what it was. But I didn't realize at the time that that game was a sequel. So I ended up finding this shortly after playing that demo. And it just so happened to be like $10. So I figured, why not? I enjoyed the demo. Let's go ahead and see the beginning. Oh yeah, here it is. Duck Detective and the Ghosts of Glamping. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Would you like the dialogue to auto-advance? Sure.
Life wasn't easy. I was a freshly divorced duck, not able to pay next month's rent. Not that I had paid for it this month yet. My brain felt foggy, and I was trying to remember, where did all my money go? I had to retrace last night's steps.
Deduction is a vital part of the detective's work. Find the clue words by questioning persons and inspecting our surroundings. Enter clue words into the blank space to solve deductions. Blank spent his or her last money on blank for blank.
No messages. I won't be needing this badge anymore. I guess I can keep it as a souvenir. My new job as the Duck Detective isn't going any better, though. Well, if things keep going badly, I can always sell it online. I won't be needing my... Well, I think I won't... My new... Well, this fresh smell. Oh, sweet, spongy loaf. You keep me safe at night. I took that photo of her in a secluded tulip field. We spoke for hours under the stars that night. And now, she doesn't even answer my texts. I can't believe Anna actually filed the divorce papers. Second overdue notice. I wonder at what point they start kicking people out. I have everything I need to solve this now.
The Duck Detective spent his or her last money on... Okay, so they can double up.
Not my proudest moment. But the toast helps me to forget. Hannah! I'm a different duck now. I haven't had a slice of bread in weeks. You have to believe me! Oh. Yeah, you're speaking to the Duck Detective. Let's discuss this in person. I'll be there in an hour.
Had to turn that down just a little bit.
I spent more than half of my remaining cash on the bus fare. And here I was, in front of Bear Bus office. Some sort of rundown call center. I better crack this case, or I won't even have enough money to make it back home.
It is Kinger, yeah, you're right.
New bus route starting in August. Visit the scenic mountains of Salsiccia. I'd always tell Anna we'd go there one day.
I'm staying here until I get my money back. Bear bus? Huh, more like scam bus.
You, sound unhappy.
You bet I am! Their stupid buses always arrive late! I came back from a work trip to the west and arrived here at 3 in the morning! And they don't even want to give me a refund.
How much did you pay?
2 schmark. But that's not the point! It's about the principle.
Wait, it's a call center for a bus company?
I could already tell based on her face that the receptionist was a tough one. She wouldn't make life easy for me. But I had to make my way into the office. I'm the Duck Detective. I'm here to investigate a case.
Okay. Do you work here?
No.
Well, then I can't let you in.
But I've been hired by someone from Bearbus.
Who hired you?
I didn't catch their name.
Listen, buddy. You better get out of here, or I'll have to call security.
There's always more to people than you might think. I should take a closer look and figure out what she's about.
Keychain, boy band, K-pop. Swear to God, if someone steals my mug again, it'll end them. It's Sophie's birthday next Thursday. Just saying. Suggestions. Laura from CS is way too loud. I can hear her keyboard all the way to my desk. Oops. So, according to this, there's still something missing. There we go, birthday.
These are quite mundane. I'm surprised nobody wrote something more scandalous.
suspects' names and crack down on the cases. Enter the first name. Okay. Okay, that might be the
Tomorrow
birthday.
is Friday. Need to remember to collect my dry cleaning. I should be able to deduce her name now.
You're still here?
I'll leave you alone. It says server room. It's locked.
You're still here?
Good observation, Sophie Windheimer.
Get out.
Aren't you impressed I deduced your name?
I'm wearing a name tag, nitwit.
Well, it doesn't say your first name, though.
That part is creepy, but I'm choosing to ignore it.
Blank is feeling blank because blank has blank.
Ah, that's why she's making such a face. I should try and cheer her up.
You're still here?
I'm just here to wish you a happy birthday.
How did you know?
Just another one of Duck Detective's great deductions.
Huh? Anyway, that was really nice of you. No one else remembered. Can you believe it? If you know my birthday, you must have a connection to someone here. Here's the key card to the office.
Oh yeah, totally. Yep.
The stained carpets and peeling wallpaper exuded a stench of stale coffee and abandoned dreams. I knew I couldn't stay long, or it would rub off on me.
Yeah, it's a call center, all right.
This is the last straw! Fredderson needs to be fired!
I'll see what I can do. Who are you? Do you have a problem? If you have one, just call our damn hotline.
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, the Duck Detective. The client hired me to investigate a case.
Why didn't you just say so? It's time we put an end to the awful lunch theft. All we need to fire him is some evidence for the upper management. I'll be in my office.
First, I had to find out who works here and what their jobs are. I needed to find my client as well. Thankfully, I remembered the piece of paper I had in my jacket from taking notes during the call.
Blank hired the Duck Detective because his or her blank was blank by a co-worker known as...
The two desks on this side look unused.
This is Fairbus. How can I help you? This is the third time you're calling. I'm telling you, your ex-wife did not cancel your booking.
She, looks busy. I need to ask you some questions.
No, I'm sorry. You can't take your 12 trombones on the bus. What? Can't you see I'm talking to a customer? It's company policy. Nothing I can do. Goodbye.
Do you know anything about who called me here?
What are you talking about? Listen, I have a million more emails to answer, and there are 50 people in the phone queue. I have worked 10 days in a row, including 3 night shifts, and Manfred still doesn't want to give me a raise! Just leave me at peace!
So, you have no clues for me? What is your relationship with Sophie Windheimer?
Excuse me for a second. Oh man, I don't know how I'd survive the office without her. Sucks that she's at the reception. I would have loved to have her in the office. I'm back. Yes, please collect your toddler from the bus station.
I wonder if there are clues to her password. I don't think I have enough information to crack it yet.
But we can get a last name. Tricky deductions might require new perspective. Press to get additional guidance and help. Okay, cool. Play of the month. Layout lazy. Freddy. Stop with the post-its. Rufus Cedarus.
I'm not sure I'd feel particularly appreciated.
The hell's that noise? Wow, Frederson's actually got a really nice desk. Hollandaise. Escargot.
Their buses don't go very far. It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all 4 seems to be Petrovich.
Receipt, expensive, West currency. Salami, high quality. I don't know what else I could be missing. There it is. Spotless, good condition.
That's a lot of salami.
So it's Frederson. Laura. So he is an asshole, we know that much. Sophie the giraffe works as a receptionist. The bear is blank and he is the blank.
I'm the only one here in the operating office. Can you imagine? I plan all the bus routes and make sure the buses are on time. Isn't that so cool?
Don't you have an angry customer shouting outside about the buses being late?
Really? Oh, hello. How are you, Mr. Duck Detective? I'm the only one here in the opera. I plan all the...
Don't you have an...
Really?
Do you have any idea who picked me to investigate?
No idea, but I'm so happy you're here. I have a copy of your book. The Early Bird Catches the Criminal. Can you sign it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Woo!
Yeah, I wonder who hired him.
Thanks so much, Mr. Duck Detective. I won't ever forget this. This will become a core memory.
Well, at least it doesn't penalize you for guessing wrong.
I shouldn't go outside. I need to find out who the people in this office are first. Did I remember to write down their professions and my deductions?
The crocodile is... Crocodile Freddy works in the operating office.
In here must be the crime scene. First, I want to find out who the people in the office are. It will make things easier in the long run. I'll need to remember to write everything down in my deductions. The dimly lit rooms seem to promise well-kept secrets.
Well, that's his last name.
What a fancy nameplate. It says Ernst.
Oh wait, no, Freddy didn't hire us. We need to figure out the name. Yeah, Laura hired us. Okay, nope. So we can't. Wow, those eyes.
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to Senior Customer Service Agent, signed by L. Angst.
Okay, that's Laura Angst. Ah, cute.
Is it normal to have a huge painting of your family in your office?
How are the detective things going, Mr. Detective?
It's Mr. McQuacklin.
Right. Apologies. Are you planning on staying in my office much longer?
I'll have to inspect the entire premise to do my job correctly.
Well, hurry up.
What do you know about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's a fantastic employee. She basically does the work of 5 people.
His voice sounds familiar.
Was it you who called me?
No, I never heard of you before.
That's unusual.
It's good you're here, since there has been some unrest.
Laura's supposed to be a cat?
Now that I had worked out these names, I was ready to check out the crime scene. Let's see where that lunch got stolen from. Then I could finally talk to my client.
Duck detective because his or her mug was stolen. Worker known as Freddy. I think it's gonna be lunch, but
As soon as I entered the kitchen, the comforting waft of cheap white toast entered my nostrils. I knew I had to stay strong. This wasn't what I was here for.
Stop eating the icing! Can't you wait a couple hours?
Margaret, if it wasn't for these pants almost bursting, I'd have this for breakfast every day.
Yes, yes, and you can have it and so much more later, when we're done preparing.
okay, that's Margaret. course, we can't add her yet.
The PC is on. They only have a single person answering the hotline right now? That's surprising.
Margaret Whitlock. I guess it's not. Maybe that isn't Margaret or Whitlock. Yeah, see, here's your chance, McQuacken.
Yes, dear?
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, detective, and I need to ask some questions.
A detective? How exciting! What's the most gruesome murder you've seen? How many dead bodies have you encountered?
No one died, but I investigated a case once where 5 little pigs robbed a bank. Caught them red-handed, and got myself an article in the Goose Times. They called it the Piggy Bank Case.
Did someone get shot?
What? No!
Beaten up?
No.
Surely you must have some interesting stories.
I almost died that one time when I got myself into trouble with the Teething Turtles Mafia. That incident taught me to stay away from beautiful ladies in red.
Did they break your kneecaps?
Huh? No! You can see that I can walk just fine. Do you know anyone here who could have hired me?
To be honest, everyone was quite shocked by the lunch theft. And no one told me they've called a detective! I don't know what's going on at all!
Can you tell me anything about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's such a hard-working girl. I heard she secretly studies for her online bachelor's during work. You need to keep this a secret, though.
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
She doesn't have the easiest life, you know. She just had a terrible breakup with her ex. But don't tell anyone.
Okay, so she's the gossip.
Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
Thanks for the thanks for the food, Salami Bandit.
So, this must be the crime scene. This note is curious.
I like the penguin. Oh, and he's a Star Trek fan.
dishwasher's broken again. What's wrong with these youngsters? Don't know how to treat things with respect? Why would they put the mugs in face up? Maybe I should leave the dishwasher broken for a bit. That'll teach them a lesson.
I'm a private detective, and I'm here to investigate a case.
Is that so?
I need to find my client. Do you know who it could be?
Freddy's a bit of a weird one, so I'd imagine you would call detective. Personally, I feel we're doing just fine, and don't need no messing about our business around here.
What is your relationship with Margaret Whitlock?
She's a true sweetheart. We have our weekly mahjong evenings.
Do you get along with Manfred Ernst?
He's a stubborn one. I do respect that.
Would you say you enjoy Freddy Fredderson's, company?
If anyone needs to learn to respect their elders, it's that moron.
Halloween party. Canceled due to budget cuts. Looking for editor unpaid. Get your own lunch.
Office parties are a bad idea anyway. They stopped doing them at the precinct after the, jam incident.
Sophie the sheep works in customer service. The penguin, Rufus, janitor. So we still have one more person we need to meet. Okay, they're probably a bus driver then.
The cold air ruffled my feathers, and I wondered what kind of sorry soul was standing all alone in the rain.
Alright, so we got a first name already.
Someone left their bag here. Ugh. It's full of dirty gym clothes.
Hey man, this isn't the bus stop. You'll have to walk south to the central bus station.
What? I'm not here to take a bus.
Oh, it's cold. If I go inside, I have to face Sophie.
That must be your ex.
I'm investigating a case here at Bearbus.
Oh, do you mean the lunch that got stolen?
Exactly. You know who called me?
Nah, too busy minding my own business. I don't talk much with the customer service folks.
Laura who called me. I needed to discuss the case with her. You're my client? Why didn't you tell me?
Can I put you on hold for a second? What? Well, you should have told me. You're the duck detective.
What are you? I'm a duck. I'm wearing a trench coat.
So, is Freddy getting fired or what?
I'm, working on it.
Ugh. It can't be that hard. Sorry, I'm back. Yes, let me walk you through the booking process.
Can you tell me more about Freddie Frederson?
Let me put you on hold while I find the route for you. Freddy? He gets paid more than me. Can you imagine that? What an incompetent waste of office space. Hello, this is Laura again. I checked the bus routes and found that.
What do you think about Manfred Ernst?
Oh, he's a great guy. I just wish I'd finally get a raise. Yes, sorry, this is Bear Bus. Your bus will be 3 hours late.
Let's finish talking to that guy.
Do you know anything about this bag?
Oh, it's really strange. Things in it disappeared, and others appeared. Very suspicious.
What are you even talking about? Is this your bag?
No.
Everyone here is being really unhelpful. What do you know about Rufus Sedaris?
I don't think he likes me very much, to be honest. But then, doesn't feel like he likes anyone at this office. Except for Margaret, I guess. Do you think they have a thing going on?
I don't work here.
I thought you were a detective.
Or Laura is trying to frame Freddy to get him fired.
Do you, like Freddie Frederson?
He's a pretty funny dude. Loves to rant about detective novels.
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
Man, I wish she'd let me talk to her.
Okay, so we got all the people. Boris, bus driver. No? Oh, Margaret. Her name is Margaret.
Now that I had everyone's name and job, it would be easier to figure out what was going on. It was time that I found out what happened with the lunch theft, and what they were planning in the kitchen.
Wait, blank is planning a blank. Laura is planning surprise party for. Wait.
Margaret was planning a surprise birthday party for Sophie. I see. They didn't actually forget her birthday.
I wonder if that was something I should have gone and asked about. Because I just pieced that together because she was working on, like, they made mention that she was working on icing.
Surely you must have some interesting stories.
That's an inappropriate question.
Freddy is being framed.
It was as I thought. Freddy Fredersen was actually being framed. This office wasn't as boring as it looked.
Like, I feel like I'm missing
When
conversations
Freddy
and
took the bus
stuff.
back, and he went to pick up his luggage. He must have picked up the wrong bag. This happened because there was another bag that's identical to his. The bag that he picked up belonged to the Salami Bandit. This made him a target, and to get rid of Freddy, the Salami Bandit decided to frame him.
Everyone, it's time for you know what? Okay, get into position.
Like, I feel like I'm missing key conversations. I'm just kind of piecing stuff together on my own.
Huh? What's this?
Surprise!
Oh, surprise!
No way. This is all for me? Huh? A letter? Ugh. Oh.
Salami? What a terrible present.
No, you silly idiot! The real present got stolen and switched for salami!
It's the Salami Bandit!
I saw an awful lot of high-grade salami in Fredersen's bag.
And now there's no question who the perpetrator is. I've been telling you all along, we can't trust Fredersen. By the end of the day, he'll be fired. Mark my words.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction to a present being stolen. Or is there more to it? I wonder what the purpose of that letter is.
Okay, well, Rufus probably gave the sci-fi book. Sexy aliens want my number. by surfing sardines. Captain Bright. Captain Brightbeak stared deep into the aliens' eyes. There was 12 of them, and they were red. The eyes, not the aliens. The aliens were blue, and there was 43. All of them wore shiny metal armor, which shined like something shiny made of curved metal. The lead alien stepped forward. Captain Brightbeak could tell it was the leader alien because it was the one which stepped forward. It was also the most beautiful, the only one with the purple eyes. I made a noise that sounded a bit like talking from a hole that looked a bit like a pretty lady's mouth. The translation device the captain had invented whirled into action, translating the words into words he could understand. "Hey, you look cute," a mechanical voice whispered into his ear. "Can I get your number?" Long-ass book. The hell else am I... Oh.
Oh God. What did I just read? It's a heart-shaped necklace. Looks tacky.
Margaret probably gave the necklace.
Someone gifted Sophie a plushie. It says limited edition.
Do you think she liked my present? I mean, now she's crying, but I think I saw a sparkle in her eyes when she opened mine. I should really get back to work.
Can you tell me something about this letter?
Sophie won't even talk to me about it. I don't know what to do.
Alright, I'm gonna assume Laura gave the plushie.
That's not nice at all. Who messes with someone's birthday?
Do you know whose bag this is?
Isn't that Freddy's?
So, do you have an idea who would have hired me?
I have other things on my mind right now.
What can you tell me about Laura Angst?
Do you really have to interrogate me right now? Well, Laura needs to chill out. I do love her, but if she keeps living like this, she'll have a heart attack by 23.
Wait, is that her girlfriend? Like...
What kind of a person is Boris Petrovich?
That's the last thing I want to think about right now. I honestly don't know what I saw in him. I guess he's kind of good looking.
Okay, no, so Boris is her ex.
How are you getting on with Margaret Whitlock?
Oh, she's sweet and all, but she can't keep her mouth shut. She goes around the office telling everyone about my private life.
What happens to the cake now?
Do you know anything about this bag?
Why are you going around pushing bags into people's faces? Ugh, what's that awful smell?
It's, dirty gym clothes. What do you think about this letter?
People don't know how to write letters by hand anymore. What's with the weird line breaks?
Is this your bag?
Huh? No, mine's over there.
The one with all the salami?
Yeah,
Why do you need so much salami?
it's not mine. It was just there. A really nice surprise.
Do you get along with Boris Petrovich?
He's a chill guy. I take the bus sometimes to go to bouldering conventions, and then we get to chat.
The fuck is a bouldering?
What do you know about Manfred Ernst?
I think he likes me. He's the only one who doesn't shout at me.
What can you tell me about Margaret Whitlock?
She gets really angry with me when I don't return mugs to the kitchen.
Why don't you just return them?
I do! Just not every day.
It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all four seems to be Petrovich. The two desks on this side.
Wait, she gave the sci-fi book? Password hint, me and sexy aliens. Captain Brightbeak stared deep into the eyes. There were 12 of them, and they were red. The eyes, not the aliens. The aliens were blue, and they were 43. All of them wore shiny metal armor, which shined like something shiny made out of curved metal. The lead alien stepped forward. Captain Brightbeak could tell it was the lead alien because it was the one which stepped forward. It was also the most beautiful one with purple eyes.
I cracked it. Let's see what secret she has on her computer.
Deleting date, illegal activity accomplice.
Who is this person she's messaging?
Margaret received a blank that...
This folder says Manual for CS Agents. How and when to create vouchers correctly. I'm falling asleep just reading the title.
Come on. What a dumb pen name. Ha ha ha. It's just his name backwards. Complaints, Laura. Can the OO please clean their desk? I can smell it here.
You definitely don't want to be Laura's enemy.
Okay, so the author of it is just backwards. Okay, yeah, Rufus did give the book.
It says it's locked.
Okay, so we can't go there yet.
Do you know anything about this letter?
Well, it's obviously a cheap prank by Frederson. Only he would find this funny.
What is Rufus Sedaris like?
Not the greatest janitor, but he came with the building.
What can you tell me about Boris Petrovich?
He's not the most reliable worker. But it's difficult finding replacements nowadays. What are you doing with my family's portrait?
Sorry.
Okay, so there's something else I missed. Let's think.
Do you think? I mean, now she's crying, but I think I saw a sparkle in her eyes when she opened mine. Huh, I should really get back to work.
It's a heart-shaped necklace. Looks tacky.
Maybe Rufus gave the necklace? I mean, not Rufus.
So, nothing got stolen after all. It seemed that the salami present was intentional.
Okay.
Are you getting along with Rufus Sedaris?
You know, the two of us are from the older generation, which means we understand each other well. He is quite harsh towards the younger ones, though. That's not nice at all. Who messes with someone's birthday?
It'll be okay. You have the duck detective here to
Really?
figure everything out.
What can you possibly do? Leave me alone. Oh, what should I...
Do you think? I mean, now she's crying. I think I saw a sparkle in her eyes when... Huh, I should really get back to work.
Let's see. Margaret received a nice message that contained a Okay, so we know that that's correct. So Sophie received a silly letter that contained a Okay, so we need to figure out there's something else. Because they're making mention of a letter, but I don't know.
Not a fan of all. People just cry over everything these days.
Allowed goods, personal items less than 500 schmarks. Gun, scary. Luggage will be checked at the bus station for more information.
What do they have against potatoes?
Maybe it was too romantic. Did Sophie ask about me?
She didn't.
Ah, I see. Maybe I should have gotten her something more expensive. Life's just not going so well right now.
Tell me about it.
I lost all my hockey bets too.
I feel like there's something. Trombones, meat, potatoes. Books not in the interest of eastern states, plants. Maybe it's salamis?
That explains all the high-grade salami. I just needed to find out who was behind this.
Sophie received a blank. Damn it. See, this is where I'm getting confused at, because I feel like this could apply to multiple things. Margaret received a... that contained a romantic... Okay, I guess that makes
Sophie was
sense.
receiving threats. I needed to find out why. The mystery of the Salami Bandit was slowly getting unraveled.
Like, Margaret did state it was a
Western
silly
goods
letter,
are
but...
prohibited from entering and being sold in the East. This is why the Salami Bandit decided to make a business out of buying high-grade salami in the West, smuggling it to the East, and selling it at a high profit. Also, for some reason, Sophie received a letter from the Salami Bandit that had a hidden, threatening message.
Be quiet, I entered the office
I
real
had to
easily.
question all of the employees. Thanks for coming, everyone. Well, everyone except for Sophie. Where is she?
Slacking off, playing on her computer phone, like usual.
She's having problems with her family. She was at her desk and said she needed a moment.
I will start then regardless. I have made my deductions and drawn some serious conclusions.
Oh, finally! Is Freddy getting fired then?
Who is the murderer?
What? No one died.
I'm getting framed! I'm telling you!
What a load of baloney.
He is right, actually. He is getting framed.
What? Why would anyone bother?
Ah, that is the question, isn't it? Why would anyone bother?
Get to the point.
It's through my observations that I uncovered a conspiracy.
This is ridiculous! Why are we still listening to a random doc that waddled into this office? I'm leaving.
I'm a certified private investigator and...
It's okay. Just tell us what you know.
Salami is being smuggled from Salsiccia using your very own buses.
Huh? What's going on?
Okay, this is going too far. I really have more important things to do.
Now that is really scandalous. Does that mean we're losing our jobs?
Maybe. Listen, everybody! It's really important that no one leaves the premises.
I need to get back to work.
Oh, everybody's leaving?
I'm still here. Mr. Duck Detective?
Yeah.
All right, what does Frederson have to
This
say?
is getting intense, isn't it? Maybe you could need a little help? You seem lonely. I could be your assistant. What do you want me to do? Decipher messages? Talk someone into telling us the truth? Follow people around? I'm pretty good at that.
Just stay here.
Like this?
Yep, you're doing great.
KTS enjoyer. So that's got to be Sophie. Almost dead. Are your parents still angry with you?
This is curious. Why would she write like this?
Blank, blank, and blank to blank to make him, her stay quiet about blank. Oh shit, there's so many things there.
Oh, who would hire me at this age? Oh, maybe I can be a real estate agent. I always wanted to be a rich real estate agent. Maybe I should write a book too. It can't be that hard.
Oh great, he's a stalker now. Looking for a job, will do almost anything. Buy my book. Gene McQuack, Duck Detective at Beesky? Is that Blue Sky? Throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice. Murder at the Beaver's Dam. When the dam broke, Beaver Bitchel lost his mind. A kidnapping and a kingpin. Never kidnap a king penguin kingpin on his birthday.
Someone is clearly obsessed with detectives.
Why would Laura recruit you to deal with the theft? Aren't there any other detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
I've been doing very well so far, if I do say so myself. The truth will be revealed in the end.
Oh, it is a real account?
Huh?
Finally, Manfred is out of his office. Time to see what's behind his precious family portrait.
CS00BD.
It's a letter for an application signed by L.
CS00.
She left? Just like this? Maybe she's at home. Should I look for her?
Sophie left! And she left a note on the desk.
That's it, I quit. You'll never see me ever. You'll never see me again, Sophie.
What a dramatic turn. I should keep this as evidence. Did you read Sophie's letter?
I did. Something's off. Something's different.
This is the note Sophie left. Can you tell me more about it?
It doesn't make sense at all that she'd just suddenly leave. She definitely needs the money. And she would have told me. I'm her friend.
Let's see. The last dialed number on this phone is 03051777. It says it's locked. The last dialed number on this phone is 03051777.
Are you writing another?
No.
I can be your ghostwriter.
I'll think about it. What do you think of Sophie's resignation?
Oh? I guess Boris was overdoing it a bit with that present. I did tell him to cool off a bit. Why are people not listening to me?
Let's see. What about this? What you got to say?
What do you think of this note?
It's no surprise she's left, is it? Would you want to work with someone you've dated in the past?
What do you think about this letter?
People don't know how to write letters by hand anymore. That's what the weird line breaks.
It's a list of all the the most busy driver out of
Okay, so I gotta figure out...
What a fancy name. It says...
CS00BD. Does anyone have the name BD that I can go off of? What's its best dad, #1 dad? Because I don't know what CS stands for. Like CS00 birthday? Yeah, what is it, just so I know what I'm even trying to look for? Maybe I can solve it through this, too. Oh, customer service, okay. Okay, number of each. And what is BD? Is that best dad, or is that... Because what is BD short for? Bus driver. So there's 4 bus drivers.
I did it! Oh, I always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe. Let's see what secrets he has in here.
Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you. Wait, come on. Been there for you and the kids recently, but things are looking up. I would love to take you to on a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. Do all of these things and nothing will happen.
Awful lot of security for a branch manager of a bus company. Wait, this keychain. Here it is. The key for the server room.
TV in my room.
Let's see what's hidden in here.
What are you doing?
Secret detective business.
Bitch, you hired me.
The electrical sparks and blinking lights created a claustrophobic atmosphere. I definitely felt that I wasn't supposed to be here. What's he keeping in all these boxes? I don't think it's meant to do this.
Tattered hat, poor. Is this a mirror? Jesus Christ, bro. Bags under eyes, anxious. I don't like that he has fingernails.
Has that been there the whole day? Honestly, this is nicer than my apartment.
Bearbush 100 Smarks voucher. New unused 100 Smark voucher now selling for 80 Schmarks. Bearbus 100 Smark voucher. Okay, so Margaret is issuing vouchers to that person. Dad, this is not Google.
What's up with these Bearbus vouchers on eBay?
Margaret is the one to provide the vouchers to Rufus. Salami Bandit framed... Wait, no. Rufus framed Boris to make him stay quiet about... Come on. Blank framed blank. Oh wait. The Salami Bandit kidnapped... See, I'm getting confused now. So we have... Because we know Margaret and Rufus are the ones selling the things. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use a hint.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was... there are still hidden things or areas I haven't... One is Manfred's secret compartment behind his family, and also the server. Additionally, I should question
Yeah, I already know that game.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was... I need to analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully. I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PC screens again.
What are you doing in there? Snooping around, are we? That room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
This is for important detective work.
Huh?
Sophie's parents are awful. I wonder if that's what made her run away.
Does this mean I'll never see her again?
Hey, maybe she didn't do it.
The two desks on this side.
Bus vouchers. 3-hour delay compensation. Booked on next bus.
Why would Laura recruit you? Aren't there any other detectives?
I've been the truth.
See, I wish I could move the letters. Demands. Unless, oh, wait. Boom. Okay. Wait, no. What's the name of Manfred? Manfred Ernst. Salami Bandit blackmailed Manfred to make him her stay quiet about...
So this is what Rufus and Margaret were doing with the vouchers. It might be illegal, but this wasn't what I was here for. I needed to catch the Salami Bandit.
I like that we just solved a completely separate case.
Oh, maybe I can be a... I always wanted to be a rich...
Sophie got kidnapped because... There we go.
Sophie got kidnapped. There must be more to this. I quickly needed to find out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the Salami Bandit get away with this. It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
Blank is the Salami Bandit because Blank and his or her are... Rufus is the Salami Bandit because... Okay. Rufus is the Salami Bandit because... Maybe it's Margaret? No. Rufus is the Salami Bandit because Blank's and his or her handwriting are identical. Okay, see, no, that can't be it because it's not changing. There we go. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Come here. Oh, wait, not Boris. Manfred. Manfred. Whoops. God damn it. I keep clicking. Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids recently, but things are looking up. I would love to take you to a romantic getaway in Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. Manfred is the salami bandit because Manfred's there.
Manfred is the salami bandit. That makes a lot of sense. Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Fredersen ended up incriminating Manfred instead.
Okay, is...
Sophie left! And she left a note on the desk.
Can you tell me more about...
He gets paid. What an income!
I guess we can confront the boss, maybe? Come on.
What do you want me to do?
Just...
Like this?
Yep. Here.
There he is.
Have you seen Sophie's resignation?
No. I can't say it comes as a surprise. She never particularly enjoyed her job. It's difficult finding replacements nowadays, though. It's not really a detective's job to spin crazy conspiracy.
Sometimes the truth is pretty crazy.
Seems a bit cheap.
Oh my
That was a dumb
God.
guess.
That's where she is being kept. It's important that I stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
It's gotta be Boris. Because the Salami Bandit needed someone who could easily carry out the importing of the salamis.
The Salami Bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Sophie is the Salami Bandit's lover because to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince wait. Sophie is the Salami Bandit's enemy because he or she used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needs someone who could convince Sophie is the Salami Bandit's... Wait, okay. Boris is the Salami Bandit's accomplice because he or she used to date Boris. And the Salami Bandit needs someone who could convince... Boris is the Salami Bandit's accomplice because he or she used to date Sophie. And the Salami Bandit needs someone who could convince... I don't get what... I guess I wouldn't have come up with this.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this. Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
Oh.
Sophie! What happened?
What's going on out here?
So the only two people not committing a crime are Freddy and Laura?
Dramatic.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Britzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial
True.
stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then, Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested?
I like that it's getting all like Dora the Explorer. Yes.
He is the reason this all started in the first place. Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested? What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested? He might have not realized what was going on entirely, but that doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie! Boris!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place!
Hey! I work!
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours? And while we're at it, Rufus! How dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
I stand by what I said. I regret nothing.
What is this? If I had known that calling the Duck Detective would result in this, I would have never done it! You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling!
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did
Boris have to lose the bag? My god, he is such an idiot!
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
I should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Yeah, I feel bad for Boris
Wow,
now.
You really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson. The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Wow, only 65% for Sophie? Like, the fact that more people decided to arrest Boris, but not Sophie, despite the fact that the only reason Boris got involved was because of Sophie, is fucking wild to me. Alright, everyone, that was Duck Detective. I'm going to go ahead and call it here for tonight. I just want to thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for following, and thank you for keeping the chat alive. I will be back on here hopefully tomorrow at some point playing something else. But that is it for tonight. See you guys later. Bye, everyone.
Oh, crap. I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home. How am I going to pay for the bus? Guess I'm walking home.
Ahem. Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun! Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really don't.
Please?
Yeah, fine.
Great! Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up.
Absolutely not.
And I could be your sidekick.